All of Canada mourned for the 3 Mounties killed by a gunman last year in Moncton. And today we learned just how outgunned and outmaneuvered those officers were. An independent report into their deaths found they didn't have the weapons they needed or the right body armor, even though, as Ross Lord reports, the force knew they needed those things years ago.
Hired by the Mounties to find answers, this retired RCMP manager confirms the members who responded to the Moncton shootings were outgunned.
June 3rd or 2nd.
Justin Burke was only dimly aware of the date it happened, but he had extremely capable weaponry with far greater range than RCMP firearms. A mismatch that could have been prevented if the officers had access to this high-powered rifle, the C8 patrol carbine.
Carbines were not available to the officers in Moncton on the night of June 4th.
Not available, despite the organization deciding almost 10 years ago it needed carbines after 4 RCMP officers were gunned down in Mayerthorpe, Alberta. One of MacNeil's key recommendations is speeding up the slow process of getting more firepower into the hands of patrol officers.
It has more capability at distance, so you wouldn't have to get as close to a suspect with a carbine as you would with a pistol.
The RCMP agrees, says it is going to speed it up, is considering training cadets, not only full-fledged officers, in the use of these carbines.
We have already modified the candidate to instructor ratio from 2-to-1 to 3-to-1. And what that means is that would allow us to train more candidates, more members, with less instructors.
Since June, the number of New Brunswick members trained on the carbine has increased from 2 to 120. But critics say the delays are an insult to frontline Mounties.
Things are just starting to get rolled out now when 4 members were killed in March of 2005. Come on.
Others question appointing a 38-year veteran of the force and calling it an independent report. The murdered Mounties' wives were skeptical too, but they now say they have faith MacNeil's report will promote understanding and tolerance.
We can no longer afford to think in terms of us versus them. We are all in this together.
A powerful reminder of what's at stake next time. Ross Lord, Global News, Moncton.